Welcome back. Here we are on the Merkabah once again. We're going to be heading to Armorica Village, but I think we'll do the rounds on here first before we head off there. So the Merkabah is equipped with the same kind of terminal that's at the SSS building, huh? That's really convenient. Now I can send you all support requests just like I used to. Yeah, you're right. The terminal in the cabin is pretty much the same. Now think about it. Where are they getting that data from? I had the same question, so I asked Abbas. He said the ship's system sometimes detects monsters while searching for gaps in the Septime Vein's influence. Apparently, it's a function of the Merkabah to detect potential obstacles to its day-to-day operations. Wow. Well, it'd be dangerous to leave those monsters alone. We'll take care of them when we have the chance. At least that means I'll be reporting support requests to you just like the good old days. I was thinking the same thing. The nostalgia almost brings a tear to my eye. I know it might be a bit of a hassle to report from the cabin terminal when I'm just right upstairs. The procedure is still important, you know. This way you can get proper credit when we one day return to the police. I hear you loud and clear, friend. In the meantime, I hope you'll be our trusty operator again. You can count on it. Well, when looking for other places we could possibly land, we found reactions from dangerous monsters on the ground. From now on, I'll forward any we find to the terminal downstairs for you to tackle as a formal support request. If you defeat one, don't forget to report it to a terminal like you always have. Abbas was just showing me how to use the ship's main terminal. To my surprise, the Merkabah systems were designed by the Epstein Foundation. Wait, really? There is no mistaking it. I've seen church officials visiting Foundation headquarters in the past. Have the Foundation and the church been collaborating all this time? Yes, though it is naturally off the record. The Merkabah's design is powered by a flight-capable artifact known as the Heavenly Chariot. Shortly after the Orbital Revolution, we worked with the Foundation to refurbish the Heavenly Chariot's engine and give it its current form. The Heavenly Chariot? That's the name Zeit muttered on Tangram Hill the first time you showed me the Merkabah. As an aside, the Church has also assisted in the development of tactical orbits and other technologies. Oh. The orbital arts you all have are at the basis in the Church's thaumaturgy. Fascinating. I hope this would go without saying, but me telling you this is also off the record. Please do not share this information. Of course, we wouldn't dream of it. You have my word as well. That's one of the reasons is, like the Orbital Revolution is these guys. Essentially, like the way it's been advancing. The Merkabah's engine is powered by the Heavenly Chariot, an artifact capable of flight. After the Orbital Revolution, the Church refurbished its design to its current form with the help of the Epstein Foundation. Additionally, the Church played a small part in the development of tactical orbits. Of course, this is all off the record as far as the secular world is concerned. Take care to not divulge this outside these walls. It's like, that's interesting. Like, again, they had a hand in the Orbital Revolution. Not necessarily like they're part of it, like they're the cause of it, it's just they had a hand in it. Parts of it. Look, do you have a moment? I'd like to give you this. Oh no. Is this your personal Pom Party account? Indeed, because of the current predicament, thought it would provide a fun distraction. I'd be more than happy to destroy you anytime, so please feel free to challenge me. Alright, you're on. She was confident in her Pom Party skills. That's putting it lightly. I'll have to give it all I've got to stand a chance. I had heard rumors that the Church and Foundation collaborated, but did not expect to see the proof in this fashion. And aside, I have been given permission to use this terminal as I see fit. It may be possible to sync it with my Eon system to widen the search for gaps in the Septime Vein's influence. Please teach me all that you can about these systems, Abbas. Very well. Oh, that was different. Friend and I will handle things up here. I mean, I want to go challenge her, like, right now. I just want to check out here, though. Nope. Well, maybe someone would be out here, but no. Alright, okay, here we go. I feel like this one's gonna be tough. Yay, Fran's back! But here we go. It's like, I'm already panicking in my head. It's like, no, 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 no. Oh god. I need stuff to build up faster than this. Yeah. I already feel like she's so much better than me. Okay, come on. Just need a good opening. Just like one moment and then I've got it. Nice if that was a yellow at that point, but it was not. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Again, I just need a good opening. She keeps making me use that. It's like, no, I need that. I did not want to do that. Did not want to do that. It's fine, fine. Oh my god, Geo. Good for me, very good for me. Very stupidly good for me. Yes! Yes! Leave. Is it true? You have defeated everyone you could at Pom Party, Lloyd. No way, really? That's amazing, Lloyd. I'm so proud of you. Thanks. Though I don't know how. It was like blind luck most of the time. On the contrary, it takes considerable skill to win a puzzle game when competing against another player. Bennings, you are what is called a Pom Master. Thanks, I think. You should be proud. I'd like for you to have this. Magius? This formidable master quartz that was co-developed by the Church and the Epstein Foundation using ancient techniques. It was considered too powerful and dangerous to be used under normal circumstances. But I believe you'll be able to use it wisely, Pom Master. Oh, I'm flattered. I'll put it to good use, Abbas. Cool. Ooh, that was close. It's just that big chain of them just, like, worked perfect for me. Let's have a look at that, though. I should see about slotting the quartz. Maybe that'd be good for her. Arts damage up as HP drops activates when using magic attacks multiplied by a maximum of 1.5. It's like, potentially that's good. Let's see here. What we want. And that'd be good for getting like the water arts very high, but I kind of want like time and stuff like that. Like all these big ones down here, really. That's the only problem with that, isn't it? Okay. In fact, actually, I want to go back to like Pixie. Just feels better to me in my head. Let's get the Uranus bell on her. It's like I'd like stuff to be there very quickly. That's some good stuff there already. What else could we have? I need this cast would good. Yes, there we go. We got roughly what we had before. I think it's probably that one. Don't know though, because it's like I get Cobalt Sphere with that, so yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. You managed to reunite with some of your friends. That's a great start. Hard work pays off. Keep it up, and it's only a matter of time before you find all of them. Thanks to Father Hemisphere's thaumaturgy, you should be able to visit the hospital for a while without bumping into the CDF. But hey, just because we're off to a good start, that's no reason to let your guard down. Be careful when you're on the ground. That nurse. You mean Cecile? Is something wrong, Zeit? No, it is nothing. I was merely thinking the fate has a peculiar way of bringing people together. It is irrelevant, so pay it no mind. If you say so. Besides, it was fortuitous that you were able to reunite with Tio so quickly. Now to locating your other SSS comrades. Right, I'm not sure what that was all about, but at least we can agree on that. It's fortuitous that you were able to reunite with Tio. She seems busy right now, but maybe I'll go check on how she is doing later. So I like that little just... You can piece it together, but Lloyd can't, which is weird. Now that Tio and Fren are aboard, we'll be able to better make use of the Merkabah's capabilities. There is a limit to our potential to find other spots to land at. Having those two on board is a boon. Maybe Eidos herself guided them back to us so quickly. St. Ursula was the first place we visited. It led to us reuniting with Tio and Fran. Maybe Eidos herself guided back to us so quickly. The one area of the ship we ask that you do not enter is the engine room. There's something important in there that under no circumstances can be shown to outsiders. Well, that explains that then. Could it be the Heavenly Chariot artifact that Apis mentioned earlier? Clearly. Actually, that reminds me that I need to perform maintenance in the engine room soon. No peeking, got it? I want to go peek now, don't I, obviously? Alright, so let's get that. That's the best I can do at this point then. So, what can we upgrade here? Is there an Action 3 that I've got? Maybe I can get buy an Action 3 sort of thing. So EP Cut 2, maybe we can now go EP Cut 3. Doesn't change much. But, yeah. The option's there at least. I need quite a bit more so I can get that, don't I? I want to go peek now. I want to go look, I want to see. I've already been down there. I'm still shocked I got Tio first time. It's like, that was so lucky with that massive chain of events. I didn't plan that. I mean, no, you see how good I was at that? I was amazing. I told you I was good at that game. We're heading to Armorica if you hadn't gathered. No, mine. We managed to disembark well enough. Look at what's happened to their lotus fields. Yeah, they're nothing like they were. It's everywhere. This must be a byproduct of Kia's awakening. Zeit, are there any cryptids nearby? I do not sense any for the moment. We'll be able to use that warp circle without fear of them attacking. Good to know. Now that we're here, let's start by visiting with Chief Tolter. A wise decision. A lot has happened these last several weeks, alright. I was terrified when you walked in here with that wolf of yours. Sorry about that. My apologies, it was not my intention to frighten you. That's alright. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd have the honor of meeting a divine wolf from legend in person. Thankfully, the Defense Force has largely ignored our village. You're safe here and welcome to stay as long as you need to. Thanks, Chief Tolter. Seconded. Thank you for the hospitality. There were many people back in the hospital who were critical of President Croy's actions. How do the people in the village feel about what's happening? Well, our village has always had a tenuous connection to what's happening in the city, or statewide topics, for that matter. It's hard to imagine we live in the same place that's been crazed over independence. I'll say that our harvests have been down thanks to the appearance of those cryptids. As I said, the Defense Force seldom ventures here, so I haven't had much help in dealing with those monsters either. Sorry to hear that. Their negligence is shameful. Those who dwell in the city have always been ignorant of those in the outlying settlements. However, their negligence is inexcusable. Truth be told, the President doesn't have my support at the very least. That said, the opinion of our little village is nothing compared to the masses in the city. I'm unsure we could do much to help. That's understandable. And keep an eye out for cryptids while we're here. Aside from that, have you had any other pressing issues lately? Hope the village hasn't become restless to the point of anyone becoming violent. Not at all. Thankfully, things haven't come to that. The village has pulled together to see us through the crisis as best we can. Having Harold and his family here has been great. You mean the Hayworths are here? I recall Mr. Hayworth saying his family would be vacationing here. That's right. They arrived just before the barrier went up, shortly after the travel restrictions were put in place on the highway, so they've been staying here since. That makes sense. The Hayworths are staying on the second floor of the ash tree. We'll go there last. You're welcome to pay them a visit if you'd like. I'll be sure to do that. It's been a while. Let's go check up on them. Do the rounds. Frankly, I don't believe President Croy can be trusted. That said, the opinion of our little village is nothing compared to the masses in the city. As for the Hayworths, they've been staying with us. You'll find them at the inn. Times are tough, and we have no choice but to come together, city folk and Americans alike. Fair enough. Still baffles me that Arios has become the state's Secretary of Defense. Braces have always helped our village, but we haven't seen any of them since shortly after independence was declared. I've been worried about them. Yeah, I do wonder. Like, there's so many people I'm just like, what's happening to them? Like, what's going on? I wonder... Ah, he's moved on. Been interesting if he was still there, though. A cryptid laid waste to our fields out along the highway. Between the travel restrictions and our crops being down, business is looking pretty dire. And the goddess, the village still has enough to be self-sufficient. But it won't starve at the very least. Only this lockdown had an end in sight, though. Mrs. Hayworth is quite the cook, you know? She told me that she even holds cooking classes for her family's neighborhood. I wouldn't mind attending myself one day. Her son is the same age as our kids, too. They became fast friends. Yeah. It's nice to see. To see you... nice. Ah, Forsyth. Mr. Hayworth brought his kid with him a few weeks ago. It's kind of like having a little brother now, too. Since I'm the older one, I gotta whack his back. We'll keep that in. I gotta watch his back. Whack his back. Cool if Mr. Hayworth and his family never left the village. That way I'd get to play with Colin every day. Mr. Hayworth told us that his family is going to be staying at the Ash Tree Inn for a while. Just like when me and my mum moved here, everyone from Armorica is really nice and welcoming. All Camille can talk about these days is Colin. Not fair. Camille is my brother, not Colin's. Oh dear, oh dear. Harold said he's negotiating with the Defense Force to get more supplies. We're self-sufficient when it comes to food, but the village doesn't need medicine. Now, if only Jake could pick up those negotiation skills too. On second thought, I shouldn't force it. He's finally showing some progress, so I shouldn't push him too hard. Good. I saw Harold doing business with the Defense Force the other day. I've got a long way to go. If I'm going to be running this store, I need to be able to do stuff like that. Since Harold's in town, I think I'll ask him for some advice. I can tell Gramps wants me to pick up some advice from Harold while he's here. Learning some negotiation skills from a seasoned trader would go a long way. It would. And Harold's nice enough to show you the ropes, sort of thing. Every day my brother Elkin moans and groans about how he can't drive his truck. Doesn't he realize that now isn't the time to be standing around all day complaining? Jeez, he really ought to be grateful that we have enough food to see us through this mess. The day my brother Elkin moans and groans. Yeah, this mess. Truck. Thanks to the traffic restrictions on the highway, almost no cars or buses come by anymore. Sure, the Defense Force's armoured cars that come around occasionally are cool, but I'm tired of seeing them. I'd be driving right now if it weren't for those cryptids. Just how long are these driverless days going to drag on? As the highway is locked down, we never see the occasional CDF armoured car nowadays. I'd be driving right now if it weren't for these cryptids. Oh, woe is me. Let's try and leave, actually. Hey, I think this is Mr. Hayworth's old car. This would be a Vern model. He gave us a ride in it after the first time we visited the village. I remember I was so suspicious back then. The village chief said his family's staying on the second floor of the inn. Besides, we still need more information. We should learn everything we can in the village before heading onto the highway. You're right. We should. Ain't no one there. Fair enough. Colin is just too cute. His big puppy dog eyes and adorable smile are too much. But he's going to grow up to be so handsome, just like his father. Those Defense Force guys creep me out. Whenever they come around the village, I've got this high and mighty vibe. Is changing from the CGF to CDF really that big of a deal? It'd be more right to say the Defense Force gets under my skin. The Hayworths are staying in the large room on the second floor. It's not as though we're expecting any other visitors, given the state of Crossbell is in. We're all in a rough spot. Besides, Harold has been helping out the village a lot, so the least I could do is offer his family a place to stay. Those poor Hayworths. I thought they'd get stranded here when we invited them for a vacation. Glad to have Harold around, but I feel terrible that his family still hasn't been able to go home yet. With those cryptids around and the highway locked down, I can't get any farming work done. Wish I had a book to read. Doubt the Defense Force would allow me into the city for something like a library visit. My life's feeling as empty as a blank page these days. That was different. I'm all out of books to read because I can't go to the library. I don't even want to imagine this going on for years. That long without books to check out would be a personal Gehenna. Oh dear. Let's check the other rooms first. Oop, nearly accidentally went in. Given everything that's happened, I'm starting to get worried about my old neighbours in Crossbell City. Despite how worried the Hayworths must be about the city, they're doing all they can to help the village. I should follow their lead and start helping more. It's like, again, it's like, just like, there's no time to stay in this room and run myself sick. I need to get back out and help more. There it is. It's the big doggy! Could it be? Is that you, Lloyd? Goodness, you're alright. It's good to see you, Mr. Hayworth. Big doggy? Would that child be referring to me? I do not know who else it could be. Who says a divine wolf can't double as a cute puppy dog? I was worried when I first heard you were arrested, Lloyd. To make matters worse, I was then told you to become a fugitive. Thank goodness you're safe. Sorry to have worried you. Is it just you three right now? Where are the other SSS members? We're unfortunately separated. We do not currently have any leads on where the others are. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What we heard, we were here at the time the barrier went up around the city. That we were. We didn't have any clue what was happening that day. There have been strict travel restrictions ever since. We've been unable to return to the city. We'd be homeless if not for the hospitality of the villagers. The innkeeper has been gracious enough to let us stay here until the restrictions are lifted. All of the children in the village have been very friendly to Colin. Camilla and Polly play with me a whole lot. I want the doggy to play with next time too. I shall consider it. I'd appreciate that. I've been doing what I can to repay the village for its kindness. My skills aren't good for much at the moment besides negotiating with the CDF when they visit on patrol. You should not sell yourself short. That is an important task given the situation. The villagers are likely much better off with a skilled trader being their point of contact. I'll take your word for it. Just remembered, I heard something from the Defense Force that might interest you. What might that be? They said unidentified rebels have been operating in this area. Apparently several Defense Force units have already been attacked. Is that true? All things considered, I'm surprised anyone has the stones to do that. It is unfortunate they are unidentified, but this is good to know all the same. Agreed, we should look into this. Mr. Hayworth, do you have any idea where these rebels were last sighted? I was told the attack happened on the ancient battlefield. A bridge off Old Armorica Road leads there. Happened during one of the CDF's regular patrols. Don't know if anything beyond that, though. Ancient battlefield of Armorica. The locus of immeasurable bloodshed, and the cult's former stronghold. The ruins there may hold hidden passages. One would make for an ideal hideout for a band of rebels. Wandering in there may be dangerous. Let's make sure we're prepared before we leave the village. Also need to check on something because I forgot something on the Merkabah. It's nice to see you again, doggy. I hope we can play together again. I'll permit it if the time allows. Since joining your division, small children have been drawn to me increasingly often. You should have read the fine print. That comes with territory of being a police dog. It was originally Chief Tolter that invited my family to the village. I believe Pete was also invited for helping to solve the fraud case, but must have declined. Oh, so it was thanks for solving the Minif ordeal. On the bright side, at least Pete wasn't stranded here too. I feel the same. Wonder what happens if we didn't do that quest then. CDF encountered rebels on the ancient battlefield just off of the old Armorica Road. Cautious if you're headed there. Now I'm also worried about the other members of the SSS. I pray you'll find them soon. Why, thank you, Mom. Agreed. Finding the others is of the utmost importance. Cool. Alright, so... I am... Oh. So, off to the ancient battlefield then. Yeah, even if we don't know who these rebels are, I mean, we have some clue from the quests we've done. I think it's worth finding out and seeing if they'll cooperate with us. I agree. There may be a mutual benefit to seeking them out. Then we should make haste at once. We're probably going to run into Risha, aren't we? That's what's going to happen. But I was going to say that we, end this part here pretty much, but I just want to check to see if I have any support requests. I should have checked that. Oh. Okay, so we've got several around, so it's sort of like, yeah. We should go do that one. Probably at the start of the next part, I feel like. Get that one out the way, and then we can finally head off to the ancient battlefield and do the other one along the way, I imagine. So, we'll see you in the next part. Let me heal up. Where's my heal up? It's upstairs. It's upstairs. Get caught on things. Oh my god! It's only a small space and I get caught on everything. It's terrible. Why do I have trouble with doors? I really do have a troubling time with doors. I don't know. But we'll see you in the next part anyway. Ta-ta for now.